A big question for beginners is the scale command in AutoCAD. So there are some ways you can use the scale command, and the default way is with a scale factor, but most people, unless you know for sure you need to double or half the size of a block or an item, then most of the time scale factor isn't going to be as helpful as using a scale reference option instead. So here's an example of bringing in a big chair block that's come into your drawing and it's just the completely wrong size. It needs to be resized in a way that it's going to be actually at the right scale for this drawing. Now if I do SC for scale and press enter, and let's just choose this point to be our base point, you can see down in the command bar it's saying specify scale factor. So if I press 2 enter, it's doubled in its scale, and that's not what I need it to do. I needed it to go down, and quite frankly I don't want to have to do the math to figure out exactly how big it needs to be and what that scale factor looks like. So the easier way to do this is going to be with scale and then using a reference. So first things first, I'm going to actually draw a reference. So for example, I brought in this block and I know it needs to be around 700 wide, and this is in millimeters. So what I'm actually going to do is press L and just draw a little line here, 700, enter, there. So it needs to be quite a bit smaller. So what I'm going to do is then select this, press SC again, press enter, choose my base point, and I'm just going to choose that middle line of this arm of the chair. And we can see, like, right now, even if I just kind of stretch it to that particular guideline I've just drawn, it's not actually making it that dimension. So instead of doing anything, I'm going to keep it, haven't clicked anything, haven't typed anything. And now what I'm going to do is go and type R for reference. Now if we look down here, we can see that there's, copy and R. And I'm going to do R for reference because that means if I do R, enter, I can say what is the reference length. So the reference length is going to be the length that you want to change. So I know I want to change this overall width of the chair into this new length that I've already specified. So to do the reference length, I'm going to do, this right here, from here all the way across to the other side of the chair. And now we can see it's asking to specify new length. And that's where this guide comes in. I can just click it right there and delete it, and now I have resized this to be like a small chair that's going to go in the corner of one of these bedrooms. And there we go. So now I know it's at the right size, and I was able to do that with scale really quickly and easily. So to do that again, just to give you an example, let's actually just do a rectangle. So here we have a rectangle, and say we know it needs to be, right now it's a fraction, weird kind of distance, and we know it needs to be 2100. So again, if I want to do this with the scale, if this was a block instead of a rectangle, it's SC, choose my base point. Then I need to type R to tell it I want to do it via a reference. Then I draw a line to basically show AutoCAD the length that I want to change. So here to here. And then I click to show the new length. And delete your guideline. And so that's how you can use the scale command using the reference feature, where you don't have to do any math for figuring out a scale factor or anything like that, and you can actually really control how big or how small you're making an object or a block. If you liked that video, check these out and click to subscribe, where you'll be the first to see new videos I release every Monday. Thanks for watching!